Darian had a really good game the other night. Maybe his worst pass was the one that you caught for a touchdown. Just how tough an adjustment you have to make on that play, and then just how overall how do you feel about Darian?
On that throw, I feel like it wasn't that bad, but it was like underthrown a little bit. But we practiced that a lot, underthrown balls, going back to catch it. So it was really like a practice routine thing, just staying in the moment and just adjusting on the ball. I just kept my eyes on the ball and made sure it came back with me. And overall, Darren Mensah, he's just a straight baller. Like, he's a young cat compared to all the other ones in the room. And he take the challenge every day, just working. They all compete, and he outshined them, obviously, and he just keep being the grounder every day. And I keep his head on.
I know it's early in the season, just week 2, but what can a win in a game like this do for this program, you feel like?
Especially being on the team last year, we didn't really blow anybody out, and like they said, we didn't play our best, but we played pretty good, I feel like. And for us to win 52-9, it was nice to see, especially since last year we didn't really have those type of games. But I just feel like that gave us a little boost of like what we can be. Like, yeah, we is good, but we just needed to see it out alive in effect, and we played decent enough to win versus Southeastern. But I feel like that gave us a confidence, like, yeah, we is good, and we is who we think we is. We just got to put it on together.
I mean, what can a win over a team like Kansas State do for this program?
Honestly, it could rise us high to the bar, and it could just tell us we already know what to expect, because we're not making it that big. We know it's big, but we also a good team as well. And if we play how we're supposed to, we're going to do what we're supposed to do. It's just knowing what we're supposed to do and just doing it, honestly.
Does your life at practice get a little easier and in game now that you have a little more consistency at quarterback and you know who the guy is?
I say practice never easy, just because we running all day. But yeah, it is smoother because you actually know who the leader is now, and now he could take control of the offense, and just knowing we have a guy to look up to and just talk to when you see something wrong in the play. And yeah, I just feel more better, I say, honestly, just because for a receiver, you want a quarterback to know who's going to lead us into this battle. And yeah, it just felt pretty good.
And how did it feel knowing that you two were already clicking game one and you were the lion's share of his targets and receptions that day?
It felt good, honestly, just because we all put the work in, all my receivers, and you never know who's going to be the guy that just highlights that game. I feel like we all played a good game. I had a few targets for sure, but like I say, Ladil baller, he going to let it dish to whoever open, honestly. I guess I was just more open in that drive or that series, but he literally sees who's open and he going to let it go. That's why I like him.
Rod mentioned this a little bit, but obviously you guys being underdogs in this game, do you take that personal? Do you use that as any type of fuel as you get ready for a game like this?
Honestly, yes. Just because they're coming in our house from the start, we both want to know. They obviously the bigger conference, but, like I said, we got dogs too on scholarship, just how they do. So at the end of the day, yeah, we feel disrespected. But like I said, as long as we come to play and do us, we ain't really worried about the outside noise.
Are you surprised at how calm Darian is for a guy that had never played in a college game until Thursday night?
He kind of surprised me a little bit. I just say a little bit just because I already know he had that dog in him. But, all freshmen in their first game, you never know how they're going to play. And I just stayed on him all week, just saying, like, do what you do best. Just be you. And I guess he took that into play because he didn't really show me he was scared at all. No nerves. And I know after the first drive went out and threw a touchdown, his nerves definitely was out the window. So yeah, I feel like he did good.
Obviously, it's early in the week, but how do you think he's already mentally approaching this week with this opponent?
Mentally, he's preparing in. We all is, honestly, but he is locked in, trying to get the new details and just learning everything we're doing for this scheme and just taking it all every day, one at a time. I think he's doing a really good job, honestly. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, Shaadie, how gratifying was the game this past Thursday? Because you've had some ups and downs. You had to deal with some injuries over the years, but it looks like you're back to 100% and you look really fast out there. How good did that feel to get out there and do some damage against Southeastern?
It felt good, but I honestly didn't think I had a decent. I know I had that one good run, but when I got home, a lot of people, texted my phone saying I had a good game when, I really feel like I didn't even really do nothing for real. But just seeing those flashes on film and just being able to be out there, being back at full speed, I feel like myself again. So that's a good sign for me.
Your family, your friends, they've known the ups and downs you dealt with there. How good was it to have those interactions after the game the last few days there to kind of, build you up for a big season ahead?
I think it's a big weight lifted off my family's shoulder because, I've been battling with injuries, depth chart problems and stuff like that. But just to see me go out there and do my job, make the best of my opportunities, make every opportunity I had count. After the game, I just seen nothing but smiles on their faces, and that made me feel good. Made me feel good about myself. But like I said, it's always more that you want to get.
Shaadie, from a mental aspect, you told us, during the fall camp about how you needed some resets and to get some things eliminated to be more mentally at peace. After this game, really, how does that elevate you even more from a mental standpoint?
Man, this had to be, I think this was my best first game at Tulane. My first year we played UMass, didn't really do too good. Then we played South L last year, didn't really do too good. But just to get my feet wet that early in the first game, it make my mental so much better though, because I know every game, we all human. Every game not gonna be a perfect game, but as a human being, you still want to be able to feel good about yourself and do your job. So after this game, man, I felt good. No doubts in my mind about this upcoming week or even about myself. And the team. I'm just ready to get back out there Saturday.
Right. And how do you feel in the offense as a whole, knowing you guys have your QB1 and it stabilizes the situation?
I think we feel good. I think it's a big weight lifted off our shoulders as well because our whole thing was in camp, we just wanted to see who was going to be the voice of the offense. When three guys battling for a spot is kind of hard. And listening, not even listening to all three, but they trying to take control of the offense too. But I think when you just got that one guy that set everything in stone, it just flows so much easier. And he's doing a very great job every day. I'm just watching him. That dude don't look like a redshirt freshman to me, or a sophomore. He don't look like a young cat that he is, and the way he carries himself. I just never seen that from somebody. That was that dude's first college action. I never seen that from somebody that first time stepping on the field on the collegiate level.
Is it his mentality and calm that's impressed you the most, or would you say it's something else with Mensa that's like really just wowed you about him, as you said, being a redshirt freshman?
For me, I know people talk about his poise, his calmness. For me, it's his swag. Like, I feel like to play quarterback, you just gotta have some type of swag to you. And he just bring that California swag, man. Like, he's so calm, and it's like, I'm in the backfield with him, and it's like, bro, seeing him calm, I'm like, let me calm down too, man. So I'm like, Ladarian right there, all calm and stuff. What I'm nervous for. And he the quarterback. He got more mental going on than me. So it's like, man, let me just relax and play my game. If he relax too.
Obviously, Kansas State comes into this game and comes into New Orleans, top 20 opponent. What's the mentality, especially knowing that you guys are underdogs in this game? Is that add fuel to the motivation for the?
I didn't know we was the underdogs, but I mean, it's a game. I feel like that shouldn't motivate you coming in, top opponent, top 25 opponent. You should already be motivated for that type to play a game. You should already be motivated. So, like you said, you're not making it no bigger than what it already is. You're gonna line the ball up, spot the ball, you're gonna play.
With that being said, too, similar to what Rod asked earlier, do you feel like a win against a team like this early on could be a big boost for this team?
Most definitely. Especially, like, I know not looking until next week, but we got two big opponents, back to back. So we win this game Saturday, man. I feel like this will be a big win for the whole program. At home on the 10th anniversary, it'll be a big win for the program. Obviously, we gotta have that 24-hour rule. If when we do win, we gotta have that 24-hour rule because you don't want to carry that into next week. But I feel like a win for this team and this program, man, it'll mean a lot, especially for Coach Summerall. having his first season here, just beating the top 25 opponent, man, that mean a lot for everybody.
Going back to Darian for a second, you said, you talk about his poise, but his swag. What's the difference for you between poise and swag?
Swag. If y'all go watch the game, when Darian threw them touchdowns, bro, this dude went to the crowd and he was he was talking his stuff, that type of stuff. I like that, he just got. It's just something about that dude, man. Even when he called the plays, he just back there just so swaggy with it. It's man, this dude, he hit.
What do you remember most about the game at Kansas State 2 years ago? Because that was really the game where this program announced itself that this was going to be a different Tulane past.
I just
the locker room scene after the game.
I just remember going out there. Believe it or not, we already knew after that first drive. Yeah, we knew we had a chance to win the game. A lot of people were surprised that we won, but us in the locker room turning up, that's what I remember the most. Us just turning up after the game and just seeing a smile on everybody's faces, especially after the season that they had the year before, just winning 2 games. Man, that turned everybody up. And I feel like after that, the program just took a big leap. That we needed that boost of confidence. Obviously it didn't work going to the next week with Southern Miss, but we needed that to get humbled after that. So that was great for us.
Do you guys obviously there are a ton of new players in this team? Do you feel like you guys still have the same swag that you had?
I think we got
that you developed early that year?
Yeah, I think we got way more swag than we had last year, man. All around the board, receiver, running back, even on the line, even on the defense, they got swag too.
Hey, how would you sort of describe Coach Summerall's first game, just from pregame to his motivation? What was it just kind of like?
Oh, it's different. He get us ready to play. It don't feel like you at a funeral. He get up in front of us. He get us ready to go. He ready to play. You can see it all in his eyes. He wish he was on that field. When he go to talking and he losing his voice, something. It's about to get crazy. So just having him getting us ready like that, man, it's that's a scary sight. Just head coach up there getting you pumped up, getting ready to go. It's just different from last year.
Thank you, Shaadie.
How big can a game like this against Kansas State be for you guys if you're able to get the win?
It won't really be too big for us for real, because we really know the work we put in already, and we know what type of team we're capable of being. We just gotta go out and execute.
So when did you know you were going all the way on the interception?
I'll say where Tyler got that block and I had that cutback lane. Mm-hmm. I knew it was over once I see green grass.
How many times have you watched that play over?
I ain't gonna lie, I watched it a lot.
Firstly, were you still running whenever Reed can get you in post game Saturday? What happened there?
Oh, it was just time consuming. That's me.
Secondly, how much Coach talked about it, but the way that the momentum swung with that, how did y'all feel it as a defense whenever you scored the touchdown and then y'all dominated them from that point forward?
I'm gonna definitely feel like I gave him a spark for real. I was just doing what I would do, and it just fed off me for real.
Coach mentioned with Kansas State and that quarterback Avery Johnson that his legs are very dangerous. As a cornerback, what's your biggest key like this week going against a QB like that?
Honestly, it's just starting with our eyes. You feel me? Doing our job, handling the island, and just having good eyes with our threats, and just doing what corners do, just holding the receiver.
When I know it's just another game, but when you're going against those wide receivers, right? Like, is it extra motivation or an extra challenge for you?
It's my extra motivation. I came here being a low recruit. I came here to play in games like this. So it's most def extra motivation, but it ain't nothing really that I ain't ready for real, that we not ready for.
Good. Cool. Appreciate it.